Robin's been with TRP for about a year and a half. So, and if you ever had a one-on-one with her, she has salads in the jar, she has these drinks and everything, simply fabulous.
You feel really healthy after, right?
But I'll go ahead and turn it over to you.
Okay. Well, like I said, I'm Robin Kelly, and I'm with JuicePlus in Tower Garden. And I mean, I love working with this company because they're a company with a mission. It's to give back, inspire healthy living around the world. And we've even got a new program that we're pushing more this year is Healthy Living Revolution. And getting healthy back. And kind of what does that mean? How do you do that? And Shred 10 is just one of the ways that I'm helping people. And Shred 10 is a jump start to hopefully you transition into a healthier lifestyle. And if you think about it, I mean, most of us are about the same age. Healthy used to be easier. It used to be simpler. I mean, your kids, when we were kids, we'd come home and we left from school, we'd go outside and we'd play till it got dark. Now the kids are on the computer all the time. And we used to drink from the hoses. We used to, I mean, it's just, you had energy. You didn't need those energy drinks to make it through the day. And so why is it that we need something like the Shred 10? And I mean, there's two trends starting in our world, and these trends are something that I'm sure you guys realize. I mean, if you think about it, we do live in kind of a chemical environment. I mean, you've got, if you live in a bubble, and I don't mean the Boulder bubble, you're walking outside and you're breathing the toxins, you're putting lotions on your body that have them, it's got it in our yards, it has it in our swimming pools, and actually you're probably eating some too. And talking about eating, I mean, some kinds of things in your food that you pull off the shelf, you can't even pronounce the names of what's on them. And you've got preservatives, emulsifiers, you've got trans fats now, pesticides, and growth hormones. And I've even read somewhere that when you mass produce produce, when you make lots of one kind in some time, you're getting anywhere from 5% to 40% less nutrient value in it. And that's why it used to be 5 a day. You need 5 pieces of produce, different variety every day. And now back in, I want to say it was 2004, 2005, it's now 7 to 13 a day. How easy is that? And that's because there's less nutrient. And so because we have all these toxins in us and everything, it's not all bad news I'm talking about. There's a need for cleansing. There's a need to try to detox and get it out. And so a lot of people, they'll do that diet where, I'm just going to do no carbs. I'm going to do only juicing. I'm going to do whatever. I'm going to really over-exercise. And our bodies are really smart. So let's back up. Our body's really smart. What we do is we surround toxins so it doesn't attack our vital organs with fat. So you're fat. You're the right weight you are for how much toxins that you might have in you. Approximately, that's not exactly right. But so if you were somebody that just works out like crazy, like Paul or something like that, and you lose all this weight, not that he needs to lose any weight, but you're not feeding your body with a lot of nutrients like fruits, vegetables, and berries that have antioxidants that can help your liver detox and get rid of those toxins, you're going to still end up having, you'll be that skinny person with the toxins in there. And your body's going to say, oh my gosh, I got to protect my organs. So you're going to have, that's where the rebound comes and you gain the weight back again. And so that's why doing it a smarter way and giving your body lots of fruits, vegetables, and berries while you're exercising is a smart way, because now you're assisting your liver and you're getting out the toxins. And as a side note, you might be losing a little bit of the weight too. But how do we get all those fruits, vegetables, and berries in our body? I mean, can you think about how many different kinds of produce you ate yesterday or the day before? Was it 7 to 13? I don't know. And you hear me all the time when with the fruits, vegetables, and berry capsules and the smoothies, you can flood your body with 45 plants every day. 45. What would that feel like? And what I like about this slide is that people aren't born with the willpower gene, and some people aren't. Willpower is actually a function of your blood sugar. And what does that mean? That means that if you and we all do this, if you are working really hard, you forget to eat, or you skip a meal or something like that, when you finally do eat, what are you doing? You're eating whatever's in sight, and you're maybe not picking as good of choices. Like it might be the candy bar, it might be, you know, something that is not what you would pick if you were in a more of a calm state. And what happens is when you get that Coke or you eat that sugar or something, that's what the blue line is you come up, and everybody knows that after 1 or 2 hours, you're gonna come down from that high. And what's gonna happen? You're gonna hate everybody, you're gonna yell at your spouse, and you're gonna wanna take a nap because you just don't feel as good down here. And so with the Complete, that's what I love about the Complete. The Complete has a fiber to sugar ratio similar to broccoli. So it kind of keeps you in that zone of willpower. And when you have it for a snack, if you're a little bit hungry, you're feeling okay. And so this is what it, like I said, it's the low glycemic load. And does everybody, you've heard of low glycemic load, right? It's how fast our sugar enters our bloodstream. You want it to enter slow as you need it. And that's why the low glycemic is what you want. You don't want something that has a lot of bang, a lot of sugar all at once. It's vegan, non-GMO, it's gluten and dairy-free, it's plant-based protein, and it has really, it's a prebiotic fiber. Okay, help me out with this. Anyway, whatever it is, saccharides on there. And what that does is that helps you keep a healthy gut. This is what's in the Complete. So it's got some other things in it that you might not have known. And I had one for breakfast. I almost always have it before I work out, or maybe even after I work out. It's a snack in the afternoon. In the evening, it's still good to eat. It's not good to eat late at night, but this is something that's pre-digested, and it's okay. And so, kind of as a summary, the shred is, it's not, sure you might be shredding weight. That's kind of a byproduct of it, but you're shredding the food, toxins, and habits that are really not serving you. And here are some of the guidelines. And it's for 10 days. You can do anything for 10 days. And so you're eating more real food. That's huge. I mean, the capsules and the smoothies, those are bonuses, but it's not a replacement for eating the real food. And you're drinking plenty of water. How many of you got up this morning and after not eating or drinking for 6 to 8 hours and had a big glass of water? Awesome. That's great. So, because most of us are walking around dehydrated, but if you get up, don't you feel great in the morning when you have a big glass of water and you're just like, that's a great way to start your day. And sleeping 7 to 8 hours, I mean, get in 7. I know it's hard because everybody here is pretty busy. Exercising most days, and you're eliminating. I don't have a lot of time to go into exact details, but I do have an amazing book that I can share with people to tell you, why the gluten is something. There's actually a peptide in the gluten protein that we can't completely digest, and also a lot of times gluten is in things that are snacks or processed foods. So that's maybe another reason too with that. Dairy is inflammatory, caffeine excites your adrenals, and it's a little bit harder to drop pounds too. Alcohol, well, we know what that is. And I do like a glass of wine at night sometimes when I've had a hard day or a long week. Maybe it's just Friday night, but you can make a mocktail. And I forgot to bring my little berries, but you can put berries in there and you have it in a wine glass, and can kind of do the same thing. It's only for 10 days and it's only one weekend. How cool is that? And so processed foods, and you obviously know artificial and refined sugars. This is the hardest one, not eating after 6 o'clock, 6:30 I say. And that's because your body digests best during the daylight hours. And you know what, when you do this, sincerely don't eat after 6:30, and maybe, like I said, maybe just have a smoothie at night, or if you're nursing or you're a child or you're an elite athlete, that's a different thing. You have to eat at night. But you feel better, and it's nice. Okay, and these are some of the results that people have been getting. You're craving more fruits and vegetables. That's huge. If that's what you're feeding your body, lots of fruits and vegetables. If you eat a lot of sugar, that's what you crave. If you're giving your body 30 different fruits, vegetables, and berries, your body's going to want that. You're going to want a salad. And you're going to maybe have healthier weight and a better recovery. That's huge with me. Better recovery from a workout. I think Paul has seen that with some of his biking. Improved sleep, increased energy, healthier hair, nails, and skin. I hate the part about the nails because your nails grow so fast. I don't like to cut them. And improved regularity. And the last one, increased mental clarity. I didn't expect that one, but that's one that a lot of my customers have found.
I haven't noticed that with Paul.
You haven't noticed that with fall? I have. For increased mental clarity. And, okay. So, oh, I gotta go this way. And you guys, we're encroaching on 40 published research papers. We are the most, the most researched nutritional product in the world. And if you take a look at some of these, there's some pretty amazing universities. I mean, MD Anderson used the Complete that does have soy in it for their ovarian cancer patients. That's huge. They're not going to do something if they don't think it's going to be really positive for them. And it's with the JuicePlus nutritional support is really big in all this too. Okay, so all right. The last slide. And so even if you heard anything you liked, or if you wanted to talk to me more one-on-one, or see some of my information on my books and things like that, which I have right here, you can enter it in 3 different ways. You can do just, do the guidelines that I showed you, eliminations and the adding of sleep and water and all that. But you can do just 1 smoothie a day, and that's not bad. That's about $2 a day. Or you can do the 3 capsules and 1 smoothie a day, and that's about $4.40. And the one that I usually do is I usually do 2 smoothies a day, and I do the 3 capsules. That's $6.50 a day, $6.60. You guys, and that's 2 meals. I mean, you get 2 meals out of that, or you get 1 meal and 1 snack. That's not a bad deal. And anyway. Cheers, I think that's all. Is there any questions anybody has?
So Dunkin' Donuts is not a food group?
No, it's not.
The jelly inside, I believe, is made with strawberries.
Only Dan with that.
But seriously, they come in capsules? Do they come in a buttered form too, or just capsules?
They come in, I was probably nervous up here. They come in capsules and gummy form.
Gummy form.
And I actually do both because I buy gummies for my kids, but often it's kind of my sweet treat. And I think you do capsules, right? If you can take capsules, you get more bang for your buck because there's live enzymes in the capsules. You can't have a live enzyme in a gummy or with milk. And but they do have the same powders in them and everything. And there's 1 gram of sugar. It's it's evaporated cane juice and tapioca, so it's not the corn syrup, but there's 1 gram of sugar in each of the gummies. And I figure, what the heck, you can get your kids to eat your papayas and the kale and the parsley and everything for just that 1 gram. I think it's worth it. But.
You used a rather a term that I would probably term as unmarketable, which was pre-digested. What the heck are you talking about?
Okay, that was it. Yeah. So you were paying attention. That's good. So when you have the smoothie, this is not stuff that your body has to break down. I should have used your body doesn't need to break down, and so you're able, because when you go to bed at night, you're rebuilding your cells and your body and everything at night, and you don't want to have a huge steak or something in your stomach that you're also having to digest. So it is pre-digested.
It's bio. The word you're looking for is bioavailability.
It's bioavailable.
It's more bioavailable.
Yes. There you go.
Woo. I'm a chemist, so.
But any other questions?
Well, Chris had a great idea about making it in a where it's a cocktail mixer. So you get your juice and you get your cocktail at the same time. I know Alicia would take it if that was the case.
I could replace my Pedialyte with
That's
JuicePlus.
The JuicePlus sangria.
I don't know if there's a comparison in there. But anyway, so yeah, if anybody has any questions, they can ask me afterwards. But thanks for listening.
I assume these are going